Hello, and welcome back to LT Plays Fallout 4. This is part 51 of my ongoing series, following me and Dogmeat as we make our adventures throughout the Wasteland. Or the Commonwealth, technically, because this is Fallout 4 and I'm 51 videos in it. Still have to correct myself from saying Wasteland. Anyway, that said, we are on the Mechanist quest line. So I put all the power suit armors, I got them all back here, and then I set this to unowned so I don't have that.
Perhaps we should see.
I'll hand it to you.
Something interesting, so I looked it up, and the thing, like when you pickpocket and shoot out fusion cores, it's a very common problem people have where the armor will be still set
it's
to
still
own.
a hold, but it could be worse.
But yeah, I have the XO1, I have all the different suits, I also have the hazmat suit now, so I'll be able to do the main quest line a little bit better. Anyway, so I just got back, and it's time for me to speak to Ada.
I trust you're enjoying my company.
I make quite an
You and I make quite an effective team.
And then when I fast traveled back here off camera, it started the Nuka-Cola quest line.
Here you go, Ada. The final radar beacon. I'll need that head back when you're done.
Of course. Shouldn't take but a moment.
I'll need that head
There you
back
go.
when you're done.
Still in one piece. I'm not sure why you want the head back. All we needed was its radar beacon. Besides, robo-brains are notorious for being, well, a real pain in the neck.
What else do you know about them, Ada?
Quite simply, it's the
There's
first
a
time
Brahmin
General
in
Atomics produced a successful union between organic matter and robotics. The brain is used both as a control unit and a data storage unit, which is far more efficient than using standard circuits. Unfortunately, there were a lot of programming issues with these robots, which caused them to be a bit, shall we say, unhinged. Hopefully, this particular robo-brain will have some of the answers that we've been seeking.
A union of organic matter and robotics? Sounds an awful lot like a synth.
Not at all. The robo-brain was built with a very different design philosophy in mind. General Atomics' intent was to use the human brain to augment the robot's functions, primarily to accelerate the decision-making process. Free thought and individuality was never intended. These were expressly built like soldiers, to follow orders without question. The robo-brain's unfortunate tendency towards violence and aggression should be considered more of a malfunction than a calculated decision.
We still need it, Ada. I believe it can help us access the
Brahmin
Mechanist's
in the
facility.
Of course. It makes perfect sense that the Mechanist would not only keep its location a closely guarded secret, but would secure it against intrusion as well. I'm terribly sorry. I hadn't considered that possibility at all. I'm afraid when it comes to assisting humans, I'm not doing very well.
Ada, you're doing fine.
Why would you say something like that?
Isn't it obvious? Ever since I let my friends die in that
You don't
caravan,
let them
I
survive
feel
this
like
deal.
I've been failing in my duties. I chose the route we took the day we were attacked. Perhaps if I had selected an alternate route, they'd still be alive. Sometimes I wish that Jackson had programmed me with my personality mode set permanently to disabled.
Your personality defines you as an individual. Never let that go.
I appreciate what you're trying to do, but it's obvious that having my personality mode on is causing me to make mistakes. I promise I'll do my best to make sure it doesn't happen again. Now I've distracted you for long enough. I'll finish up my calculations while you deal with our new friend, Jezebel. Hopefully, she'll be able to grant us access to the Mechanist's facility and we can put an end to this nonsense once and for all.
That's the Silver Shroud. Meets the Mechanist. Dun 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 dun. So what did it say? It said put Jezebel in. All aboard. Listen to the Nuka-Cola family radio. That's what started. Build Jezebel a body.
You sir. Your way around a workbench.
Jezebel's head. This mod cannot be removed. I don't know if I like that. Head armor. No head armor. Head hydraulic frame. Improves damage and energy resistance. Like, at the very minimum, I get a lot of experience from this. Torso. Tektron torso. Robo brain. Oh, I just added the torso from what I have. Okay, front armor. Front hydraulic frame. Chance for increased stagger on melee targets, improves damage and energy resistance, increases carrying capacity. Rear armor. Rear hydraulic frame. Need robotics experts for all these. Lockpit and a hacking module. Left arm. Protectron left arm. Soltron. Or a Robo Brain left arm. Because I have a bunch of them in storage. Left arm hydraulic frame. Protectron. Left hand claw. Robo Brain. Left smoke claw. Fires poison smoke bomb. Reduced range. There's so many options here. Unstable explosive minigun. Bullets explode, causing area effect damage. Unstable may break when used. Left hand shish kebab. Stealth blade. Left hand sniper laser. And nail gun. I feel like I'm gonna end up having to fight this person. Anything I can just attach? No. Is there anything that's a Robo Brain relevant? No. Left hand sniper rifle, laser, scattered laser, automatic laser. What do I not have anymore that I had before? Fiber optics. Dang it, I didn't realize it was using fiber optics. Yeah. Legs. Sentry legs. Superior carrying has improved movement speed. Superior movement speed. This is really cool in my opinion. I don't have enough ceramic. I've never run out of ceramic before. Huh. Let's do the aqua paint so she matches.
Interesting. This body you've selected for me isn't quite what I had envisioned, but it will have to suffice.
I gave you the best body I could.
What kind of body were you expecting?
Considering I look like a junk bot that's been hastily welded together by an amateur, I'd say almost anything
Oh my
else would have been
God.
better. However, I suppose I shouldn't be surprised, given your limited skill set derived from your equally diminished intelligence.
10 intelligence on my part, by the way.
I'm sorry you feel that way. It's the best I can do.
Yes.
It's humble, but he
Well,
knows
it's
he's smart.
certainly better than being stuck to a machine surrounded by rust devils, poking and prodding me for their amusement. Look, it's obvious we
wants
don't
him.
care for each other's company, which suits me
What are you
just
talking about,
fine.
Jezebel? I love
so,
you.
why don't you ask me everything you wanted to know, and then I'll be on my way.
Tell me everything you know about the Mechanist.
Now there's a fascinating subject. The
Now we get to learn
Mechanist,
more.
amazingly adept at programming, a veritable genius with electronics. I'm not surprised you're interested. I've been dutifully carrying out the Mechanist's instructions to help the people of the Commonwealth for quite a long time.
Helping the people of the Commonwealth? You?
Absolutely. It's my primary directive. The Mechanist instructed me to seek out and help the people of the Commonwealth. By my calculations, the easiest way to
Yes.
help a human is simply to destroy it. There's no point in prolonging a laughably fragile life. It's the most efficient way to assist them. Any other effort to help tends to result in numerous complex
is-
side effects.
So many sci-fi movies use that name too.
I don't think you understand the definition of help.
Help. To give or provide
The
what is
definition.
necessary to accomplish a task or to satisfy a need. I'm doing exactly as I was instructed. Assisting a human to the best of my abilities only affords a 25% survival rate. That means there's a 75% chance that despite my efforts, the human I'm assisting will die from something beyond my control. Therefore, it's better to hasten the humans' death and put them out of their likely chance of misery than to deplete my limited time. It's actually quite elementary. But given your minimal intellect, I suppose I...
That's hilarious.
Can we stop with the petty bickering and just get to the part where you tell me how to access the Mechanists' facility?
I promised to answer your questions. And unlike humans, I don't have the capacity
earlier
to
she
lie.
said
It's rather simple, really.
they
In
believed
order
her
to
for no
gain
reason.
entry to the Mechanist facility, you're going to need to outfit one of your robots with an MSAT modification. I'll upload the plans to your Pip-Boy device. There.
The way she says
I
it.
fulfilled my portion of our agreement. Perhaps I'll remain here for a while and see how things resolve between yourself and the Mechanist. Purely for my own
She likes
amusement, of course. I suspect you'll have quite a tale to tell once you return. But then again, I'd be surprised if you ever return at
Camera
all.
control, though. Headhunting.
At least now I'll have time to work on my pi to the last digit calculation. Just go away. Haven't you done enough to torment me already?
Is there even anything in inventory? No. To Ada. I don't think there's
It's
anything
always
I can cook.
fascinating watching you create.
Make lo-fi. Looks like I can create something. I'm gonna make some the vegetable breakdown, which requires me to grab.
Seems to be growing well.
Thank you. It's like I can finally think straight.
That's Sheffield. You give him a Nuka-Cola.
Traveling with you is proving to be quite uplifting.
Ada, you have never traveled with me.
It's astounding how much we still have to discover out here.
Yeah, that is actually pretty crazy, huh? So my aid, yeah, right here. Carrots, gourd of flour, melons, mud root, razor grain, potatoes. Okay, we're going.
My databanks are continuing to accumulate vast amounts of data regarding... I trust you've completed your business with Jezebel.
I hope she
I
wasn't
hope
too
she wasn't
difficult.
too difficult.
Jealousy.
Is there a chance these robots could be misinterpreting orders?
Yes, I've considered the possibility. The contradictory nature of the Mechanist's broadcasts are troubling. But the truth is, regardless of intent, the Mechanist needs to be stopped. These robots are too much a threat. Were you able to discover how to gain access to the Mechanist?
Think we can trust what Jezebel said? I'm hoping she doesn't have her own interpretation of the word access, too.
We'll soon find out. What did she have to say?
I need to outfit a robot with something called an MSAT. Jezebel gave me the plans.
A custom modification that acts as a key to the Mechanist facility. Very smart. In fact, chances are high the MSAT may be required for multiple access points, like a robot identification card. As for my task, I was able to decrypt the signal with the final radar beacon. The source is coming from a Robco sales and service center, most likely a front for a larger operation. It's time to take the offensive. Have you formulated a plan?
Yeah, we go in and we kill him.
It's time to confront the Mechanist.
I hope you're allowed the opportunity. I too am curious as to what the Mechanist would have to say. Now, if you're ready, I believe you have an MSAT to install. Would you allow me to assist you on this mission?
Are you volunteering for that MSAT?
I may be a robot, but I feel a strong amount of personal investment to see this mission through.
I don't think I have a choice.
will
I think
do
I have to
anything
take
I
her.
can to help.
Which is unfortunate because it's going to mess with a lot of my damage reduction.
Of
I hope I
course,
can
Ada.
get,
Let's go.
Lead the way.
Dogmeat, stay here in Sanctuary Hall. Hills.
Hey, boy. Mind if we swap some things around, Dogmeat?
Make sure he doesn't have anything I'd need in it. Oh.
Hey.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Alright, time for me to...
Self-diagnostic complete. I'm happy to report I won't be falling apart on you anytime soon.
That's good. This is positive. Nope. That was the wrong button, and now he's got to go through this whole animation for no reason. If I click Y, I can exit it faster, but I still gotta wait. Okay, let's put in... That was it. Okay. Assaultron had laser. It's at 45 health. Would be 300 if I need robotics expert. For armor. Storage armor. She can hold 330 right now. Hacking module may be useful. Left arm. She gains more carrying capacity. A little less damage, but more, and a little less armor, but more carrying capacity. All that really matters to me. I'm now out of ceramic. What does she currently have? Assaultron left hand claw, which I can't make, but I can equip. Automatic laser. Sentry bot right arm. Flamer. Cheese. Just the rate of fire would go up. Best carrying capacity is sentry legs and better speed, but it's hard for them to move in different areas. No! Okay, so I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna look at Automatron 173. I'm gonna take everything off of her that I don't need. These are all made for Robotrons, though. I don't know why they let you make her. Like, I'm glad they do, but who's carrying capacity? If I do this, it goes up to 410 carrying capacity, which I think is just brutal. Again, with ceramic, I just don't have.
This should prove interesting.
Oh, she
I
can
wonder
carry a
what you'll
lot.
build next.
She has 2 super intense automatic lasers. Alright, well, I guess that's that. And that's that, Jack. Alright, next up, let's go on our map, and we need to travel to the Robco Sales and Service. So the USS Constitution. The Old North Church would probably be the easiest, and then go down and over. And I think I should get another level up here, which would be nice, because then I'll be able to get the ability to fast travel while full on carrying capacity. Hopefully I can get that extra Lone Wanderer perk soon. So this is what it looks like if they take the textures off of the top half. The bottom half has plenty of textures, but I think this is a really cool thing that it added in, though, the ability to make companions. And I mean literally make them, obviously. I think my next playthrough, the Charisma guy, will be built more, you know, if I ever did another playthrough, it would be built more on the basis of being super charismatic, maxing out all the different charisma lines with everyone, really making sure that I did everything I could to get all the different perks. Looks so much better, obviously, with texture, but you can see all it really looks like for the shoulders is that they got, like, polished. Alright, Ada. Here we go. I'm gonna use this until I get up next to it. I don't know how Ada does in water. Oh no. She'll load through. I don't know what is making that noise. 10 rads per second. That's nothing. I'd really prefer to not be getting 10 rads per second right now, though. The water is super radioactive. It's an expert level door. Sneaking in through the back. If I want to do kind of a stealth build, I could do that. Alright, folks. Let's do this. Like they do on the Discovery Channel. It's going to be really interesting. I hope that I can talk her down without killing her by doing the different Silver Shroud speaking options. The Mechanist is also one of the heroes. Well, it's a villain that was created during Fallout 3 to fight the Ant-Man. And it was basically a story of this kid was bored, and so basically 2 adults would put on this kind of show, if I remember it correctly. That said, Oxhorn goes into more detail on it and actually references the older games. I can't remember much of the older games. I just watched his newest video on Lamplight. Well, it's newest when I was making this, obviously not now. It's been out for some time now, but on Little Lamplight and Big Trouble in Big Town, and they're good series, man. I talk about Oxhorn a lot because I really like his series specifically relevant to Fallout 4, which is what I'm playing.
If I had access to a vacuum modification, I could make this place shine.
That's funny. However, okay, so I'll take that. However, I also really take a lot of inspiration from Northern Lion, who's another YouTuber, so you can check them out. Doesn't have O-R-D-E-R or F-R-O-N-T. E-R. F-R-O.
There we go.
Here we go. Announcement. All staff, from Mark Kirchfield, General Manager. As a reminder, all Robco Sales and Service Center employees are to adhere to the following standards of conduct. There will be no tampering with any shipments labeled RB2851. I believe all employees are aware of what our typical shipments look like. Any so-called accidental opening of these shipments will not be tolerated and result in immediate termination, followed by extensive questioning by our friends downstairs. Employees are expected to wear official name tags. Name tags should be highly visible and attached to the top right corner of your uniform. Shirt, please wear your proper name tag. No swapping. Customers, friends, and family are no longer allowed in the back service area. Service requests. Henriette Blanche. T. Sanchez. Miss Blanche claims her terminal just suddenly stopped working. She's getting the default error message, said it started crashing over time, and now it won't even try. So much for suddenly. From the look of her, I'm guessing there's about a whole cat's worth of hair in her terminal. Probably overheating. Resolution, work order in progress. Brown Sullivan. Rowan Sullivan. K. O'Connor. Miss Sullivan claims that her E601 was connected to her office network, but never sent out any of her intramail. She also said interesting intramail. She also said that there was a complete failing in the notifications system we set up for when purchased. Not sure what the issue is. She says her IT department checked the computer and wasn't sure why it isn't working. Brought it back here, threatening to sue. I guess it really screwed up some important meetings for her. Evaluation, P. Benson. Looks like Carmike sabotaged this computer before he quit. I don't know if it was personal or his last hurrah. I think I can see what he did here, but I don't want to make any promises. I recommend replacing this terminal with a new one so it's guaranteed to be uncompromised. So they had somebody quit. Carmike. Calvin Crenshaw. Status closed. Description, K. O'Connor. Crenshaw is back with his ancient terminal. It's at least 7 years old at this point. Crashing when he tries to play Red Menace. Trying to play games on old computers. S. Lee. Calvin's going to have to cave and buy a new terminal. This old NX12 is only good for writing up documents or playing text-based games at this point. He'd need more memory, which this terminal can't even support. Basically all new insides or a brand new terminal. Take your pick. Safe control. Disengage lock. Ada, you're just like, boom. All right, got that. I did. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wow, Ada, that was creepy how you walked like that. Did Ada just appear behind me? I don't know. Didn't really sound like she walked a broken terminal. I'm probably going to get a lot from this. Terminal unit systems have been stopped. Please verify all necessary hardware and software is properly installed. If problems continue, contact your nearest Robco Sales and Service Assistance. But I can load holotapes on it still. What the? Robco Sales, T. Sanchez, Henriette Blanche. Request terminal crashes being evaluation. Entire console needs cleaning. All hardware is liberated. Oh, so this must have been Henrietta's terminal. I actually have a lot of that. I need ceramic. I don't even know, like plates and stuff should have ceramic, and then once I get some ceramic, then I can... Center key. That sounds important. Antifreeze. Once I find like some plates or something, then I should be able to... Once I can get a little bit of the ceramic, then I can mark that I need ceramic. I'm not gonna ask you to understand, like... If you think that's ridiculous, that's okay, because I do too. Dirty ashtrays. Looking for any new ceramic stuff. I think that's just the back door entrance. Which means the back door entrance really doesn't do much of anything. There's really not much to this place unless you already... Aw, man. It was the back door. There's not really much to this place unless you come with someone equipped with an MSAT. Bobco Sales and Service Center. Wow. I thought that was pretty funny. Alright, guys? You can hate on me later. We'll be finishing up the Mechanist questline. Mechanist questline was pretty fun, though, which is nice because sometimes extra content is not so fun to play in. Okay, so, strange device.
Over here.
Activate. You do you, Ada. Look at all them storage packs. Yeah, that's my robot. Whoa. You didn't even need to do an insertable. It was just like a scan. Okay, that was okay. Trying to run at it. Dude, that's a big door. This is a lot of moving parts here. This is really cool how they did this, though. Like, holy... Jeez, man. This is the Mechanists Lair. Stop the Mechanist. Oh. More radioactive...
Incoming robot detected. Opening security doors.
Robot. Robot technology facility. Oh my gosh. It's 3, 6, plus 4, 5 on the side, 11 locks on each one of these doors.
No biosigns detected. Proceed.
Flannel shirt and jeans. Somebody folded their shirt before putting it in their locker. Black vest and slacks. A mechanic jumpsuit. I'll take that because I haven't found one yet. Another fusion core. This quest is getting me a good amount of fusion cores, though. Oh, I remember this. Okay. Pardon me, Ada. Or Ada. I don't know why I keep saying Ada. There, I didn't
Wonder what
actually
the inventor
expect
of the
that.
bobby pin would think of its new primary use in the Commonwealth.
I don't know. To answer your question, Ada. A dirty army helmet. Don't want none of that. Did it all for that telephone. So, if I remember correctly, coming here and picking these doesn't give you any experience. It gives you the fiber optics and the crystal, though, which I need. But yeah, they don't give you any experience. Evidently, they did that to make it so that you couldn't start doing these and then leave, come back, and do them again. I would just appreciate it if it let me do it in general. But is this the fastest it's gonna let me do it? I just have to keep clicking A as I scroll over all of them. I have such a, there's like a sweet spot on what is and is not allowed. But anyway, I need the fiber optics, so this isn't really that bad to me, but I would like the experience. It started to be okay, and then it was like, nah. Trying to figure out what the easiest way, positioning to be. I'm playing on an Xbox controller, so for me to press A and be moving the thumbstick at the same time, I have to move my other thumb over, which is why it's kind of twitchy. what is happening. Come on. Bethesda. Could have done this better. Come on.
I find myself intrigued by these doors. For a robot, it's like poetry in motion.
Noted. You don't actually have to do this or take the side way. There is another way. If you just go through here, it hits you with 2 turrets, which are found right there and there. But the turrets are super easy to bypass because you can just go. There's a sidewall. I'll show you in a second. I looked over it for a second, but it just kind of... Okay, so like you have to look to the top right. Yeah, there's a sidewall you can kind of duck in for cover. And then get attacked by Ada. Holy... Oh, I don't think you can kill them if... maybe. Nah, I can't do any damage to them. That's not true. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 turrets that start attacking you. So if you go through here, takes you to the control room directly. With the security office terminal, and then from here you can... Authorization, please. Policies. All personnel must pass through decontamination when entering or exiting the facility. All personnel must display a rank 22 at minimum security badge with updated photo ID. Failure will result in immediate security lockup until the person may be questioned and confirmed. Lot of paranoia. Guests must present a signed letter of approval from General Rawlings, from the General himself, an employee point of contact. All guests must display a guest badge with limited access. Guests must be accompanied at all times. Guests found unattended will be held for questioning, and the point of contact will be responsible for their actions. An Epsilon VI security alert has been declared. All systems have been locked down. Secure your station and await further instructions. Security protocol reference. Epsilon VI, what is that security alert? In the event of a fault in the code conditioning protocol CCP, resulting in a mass uprising of the robot janitorial staff. See definitions Appendix 3. Any Class 2 supervisor is authorized to declare an Epsilon VI security alert. So, we're in Epsilon VI, which means the janitor bots attacked. They revolted. They rebelled. That's the word I'm looking for. If such an alert is initiated, all security and defensive systems will activate, remote terminal functions will be disabled, and the control center will enter an automated lockdown state. Facility staff are advised to arm themselves and shelter in place. An external review will be conducted by the Military Robots Oversight Committee, MROC, within 10 business days to determine the appropriate course of action. So you have to lock down and be here for 10 days. This alert there's no food around. This alert may be terminated, 1, by remote authorization from MROC, or 2, by the facility administrator from the master control terminal in the control center. As a failsafe, if the control center has been compromised, a limited manual override can be initiated from the elevator access terminal in security room 3. Voice print identification of 3 registered Class 2 supervisor level employees is required to activate the overdrive. So you can have 3 Class 2 supervisors unlock it, or the MROC, or the main facility manager. Counter-espionage procedure, so this is if they were being spied on by the Chinese intelligence. Or Chinese agents or sympathizers. Activate the Class 5 counter-espionage procedure. Facility will enter a minimal security lockdown. All staff are to report to their stations and await further instructions from security personnel. Anyone failing to report in a timely manner or found absent thereafter shall be considered suspect and may be shot on site. Security teams are to escort the members of each department to the research lab on level 3 for processing. Chief Scientist. Oh no! Excuse me. Mesmetron-equipped robo-brain to aid in the interrogation process. So the Mesmetron is supposed to make it so they can't lie. It's the blue thing I was being hit with outside that made my vision go all blurry, like it made the my screen go dark a couple episodes ago. The problem is that it had like a 75%... No, it's a 10 to 15% of just their heads exploding. So everyone has to do this. And if you don't do it, you're shot on sight. And if you do it, there's a 10 to 15% chance your head's going to blow. Should any agents be discovered, the administrator is authorized to subdue them by any means necessary and turn them over to the research staff for experimentation. And then they become experiments. Messed up. Gamma 9. In the event of a coordinated escape attempt and or hostile action by the test subject, so test subject's trying to run away, will initiate maximum security lockdown of the research wing and a minimal security lockdown elsewhere. Within the research wing, all security and defensive systems will activate, all local and remote terminal functions will be disabled, and all security doors in the cell block areas will be sealed. The facility administrator is advised to treat this alert as a field test opportunity and deploy all available experimental robots to secure the research wing. Casualties among the test subjects are to be expected. Complete purge is authorized at the administrator's discretion. So anyway, if you want to go into all this, I really recommend looking up this the video for this on Oxhorn, but it's basically Robco is just a terrible place and it treats people terribly. No less than 12 hours from the LOC event, the acting administrator shall attempt to. Anyway, but yeah, it was for the Robo Brain generation, making Robo Brains, which they used people who were on death row to essentially make the Robo Brains.
Won't be able to hack this.
So how do I get?
Hey!
So I go Ada.
Hacking this is beyond me. Think you can unlock that terminal?
Certainly. Let me get that terminal unlocked for you.
Oh, cool. Okay, so I literally just tell her to do it, and she does it. Or...
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Over here.
Certainly.
Are you gonna come here? This is so weird.
See what you can do.
Certainly. Let me get that terminal unlocked for you.
Okay, so she's actually gonna do it.
Decent security, but I don't think it should keep me out. All done. You should be able to use the terminal now.
Heads up.
Can she do
Yes,
master?
Need your expertise.
Certainly. Let me get that terminal unlocked for you.
Is she gonna walk to it correctly, though? Oh, she's got it this time, okay. Decontamination arc control. Activate decontamination arches. Turret control. System diagnostics. There are 4 units. Activate them. Sure. And now I can kill them. About your defense system. Okay.
I don't know if I can hack this. It's got top-tier security, but I won't let it stop me from trying. Nope, that's not it. All done. You should be able to use the terminal now.
Okay. Here, let me just glitch into Ada. Initiate manual override. So this takes me directly to... I remember this. This actually takes me to directly where the Mechanist is, like her office. I don't know if I go to her office if I'm going to be able to talk with her before we engage in combat.
The reward will be worth all that effort.
But we'll see, won't we?
Critical failure in security systems. Security offline.
Yeah, like on one side you're like, Jacob, you alerted all the guards. And I'm like, that was part of the fun. Okay. Got them all done. Undone.
The Scourge of the Commonwealth has used my own technology against me. You may have gained access to my sanctum, but you'll need better skills than that to defeat me.
Jeez. Ow. Anybody else? This is the janitorial staff they were worried about doing an uprising. I can understand now why they'd be so worried. They equipped their janitorial staff so well. Click this iBot. Anything else I need over there? No. I thought this would explode, like it's oil all over the place. No, not going to explode. Okay, whatever. I didn't mean to grab the straw pillow, but, you know, whatever. Ah, come on.
Got it.
I don't actually know where Ada went. Which I think is kind of funny, but yeah, Ada's just gone. Alright, so the next hard hat, mining helmet. So I can go this way. I can use the access port. Or, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take this elevator down. Isn't functioning. I just said manual override. Where did Ada go? This feels like it glitched. Alright, well, thank you for joining me. I'm going to figure out if that was glitched. If it was glitched, I'm actually just going to restart that and not... Oh, now the volume's going weird. I'm just going to restart that and go off it. But thank you for joining me. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to leave a like. It helps out a great deal. Make sure to subscribe and click the bell notification button so that way you get notified whenever I come out with a new video. And make sure to leave a comment with any games that you would like me to see in the future or like to see me playing in the future. Thank you for joining me. LT out.